Hello there. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use a MIDI controller with your Hypno. In this case, I'm going to use this guy, the Korg NanoKontrol, but it could really apply to any MIDI controller. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is to open the Hypno manual, which you can download from the manufacturer's website, and you look at the page that says MIDI. There are not so many pages, you'll find it. And there is a table that gives you the MIDI implementation. So basically, it tells you that everything should be on MIDI channel 16. And then you have CC numbers, right, that corresponding to different parameters from the different pages of the Hypno: main page, oscillator A page, oscillator B, feedback page, video page A, video page B. Not sure which ones these are. Okay, and so for each of these parameters, you have a CC number. So you'll just need to set up your controller to this particular CC number. Then you also have other things that are work more with a button kind of toggle rather than a value from 0 to 127. And these work with a note. So any note on the keyboard, MIDI note, corresponds to a number. I believe middle C is 64. And half step above middle C, C sharp above middle C would be 65, D above middle C would be 66, and so on. So these are used for the things that require more like a button. So for example, preset, save, and recall, which, by the way, I think allows you to record many more presets than the 3 that you can record on the Hypno. Toggle shape, toggle feedback mode, and toggle like the routing, toggle A going to B, A going to main, B going to A, B going to main, feedback going to A, feedback going to B. So these will be dealt with by note messages, right? So 2 types of messages: CC messages, note messages. But these you should be able to configure. So let's look at the nanoKONTROL. There is this app, free app by Korg called Korg Control Editor. So if your nanoKONTROL is plugged into the computer, you should be able to see this. You will recognize it. You say OK. And here you can go in and configure everything. So I believe I already assigned everything to channel 16. Okay. Then I assigned the knobs to CC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which are the 8 control change for the corresponding to the main page of the Hypno. And for the faders, 9, 12, 14, what is this? Okay, so these would be some controls from the oscillator A page, 9, 12, 14, and then 17, 20, 22, that's from the oscillator B page. All right, and now let's look at the buttons. I believe that with the buttons you can actually send, instead of control change, a note number, and you can choose if it's a toggle, meaning that every time you press you change state, or momentary, meaning you have to hold the button to change state, and then when you release the button it goes back to normal. So I think in this case we want toggle, and let's put note numbers. So we want to, okay, recall preset, no, toggle A shape, that would be note 118. Okay, so I'm going to write 118 here. Okay, here I'm going to put 121. Okay, and here I'm going to put 123. Okay. What else can we do? Well, maybe we can try the presets. So that would be note. So any other note above 2. So that means any other note that the notes that are listed here, I assume. So let's try note 3. Okay. So I need to go to note 3. And let's try note 4. And let's try note 5. Okay. And then what I need to do in this case is save that to the device. So write scene data. Okay, the operation will rewrite data on the device. That's what I want. And now my nanoKONTROL has all this info. I can unplug it from the computer, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, and now I will move the camera. You can see what's going on. Okay. So now I will simply plug this USB to the back of my Hypno here. Okay. And voila. Okay, here it is. So now I can control different parameters, right? Okay. As you can see, I'm playing a video actually on that's one of the shapes. It's the video is from the flash drive that's plugged in here. Maybe later I can make a video on that topic as well. So let's try the toggles, well, the faders. Yeah, that works. Perfect. Okay. Okay, let's try a different shape. Whoa. Okay, bad choice here. Okay, the thing is, I'm just doing that without really much preparation, so I don't really know what I'm doing. It's really just about showing that that it works. Then obviously you would have to think a little bit about which parameter you want to assign where and so on, depending on your needs. Okay, now let's try the buttons, and which buttons? The top ones, I think. Yeah, so that should. Okay, so it does something. It's supposed to, I think this one is supposed to toggle a shape. Yeah, that's what it does. Okay, perfect. Toggle B shape. Yeah. Okay, this one. Yeah, I don't know. Something strange here. Ooh, cool. Okay, so the note messages, for some reason there's something a little funky here, but I mean, it should work. It's probably just a matter of maybe I put in the wrong note number. Yeah. So here you have it. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy, and something that should work with any any controller, as long as you can assign the CC. And by the way, the note message can be sent via a keyboard, right? So you could use a keyboard to select presets, for example, yeah, that's it. So very powerful, because as we know, one of the issue of the Hypno is like to go to all these different pages and bend over to touch to press 2 buttons and turn on a third one, and a third a knob. So it can be a little tricky. So with that, you can really set up your controls, have everything in front of you, as many depending how many controls you need. So for performance, I think it's a really good thing, and it's very easy. Not to mention that you can use a sequencer to sequence all this stuff, add LFOs, add modulation, add a lot of stuff that is synced to the music you have. So it's, you know, everything you can, all the good stuff you can do with MIDI, you can do with the Hypno. All right, so I hope that's helpful. If there are any questions, let me know in the comment, and I'll be happy to answer if I can. All right, take care. Bye.